Hey everybody, welcome back to the Working Man's Whiskey. I'm Bobby. Guys, been looking forward to this review for a long time now. One of my favorite whiskeys of all time. I'd put this in my top probably 5 whiskeys that I can actually afford. Four Roses single barrel. And guys, it's one of those whiskeys that's it's usually a little more expensive than what we usually review on here. Around here, usually about 45 to 50 bucks. But my go-to place, guys, Bottle Barn, they came through. I'm not sure if you guys can see that price tag on there or not, but this is right now, it's on sale, or actually this is the regular price at Bottle Barn, $29.99. $29.99 a bottle for Four Roses single barrel. Most places, as I said, it's about 45 bucks. So when I saw 30 bucks for this stuff, I could not pass it up, guys. I could not go any longer without buying a bottle and getting this review on here. I love this whiskey. I think this is one of the best whiskeys out there for under 50 bucks. And shoot, 30 bucks for this one. I mean, that's a steal. I'm telling you right now, it's a steal. So, Four Roses, guys, been around a long time. We've reviewed the regular Four Roses bourbon, also the small batch, and here we are with the single barrel. It's one of those always reliable whiskeys to me. Great company, great distillery, and I just can't say enough good things about Four Roses and the single barrel. If you haven't had it, oh man, you're missing out. Please do yourself a favor and find this stuff and try it. I'll read you what the booklet here says. It says, the story behind the bottle you're holding is entirely unique to Four Roses. Only Four Roses uses 5 yeast strains with 2 mash bills to create 10 completely different bourbon recipes. For this single barrel product, I always hand select each barrel from the same recipe at the peak of its maturity for its robust and distinctive character. You'll notice rich aromas of fruit and delicate flavors of apricot and pear, balanced perfectly with notes of oak, light spice, and caramel. Each barrel yields about 180 bottles, which are marked with the exact warehouse and aging location on the handwritten label. While enjoying the uniqueness of this award-winning single-barrel bourbon, we hope you'll take time to notice how smooth and mellow it begins, and then rewards you with a finish that's long, soft, and delicate. Enjoy. Brent Elliott, Master Distiller. And Brent Elliott's been doing this for a few years, guys. For a long time, actually. But the main guy, up until a few years ago, was I'm blanking on his name. Jim Rutledge. Sorry, guys. Jim Rutledge made great stuff. I believe he's retired since then. But Four Roses is, in my opinion, one of the top of the line American bourbons you can get. Its base product that we've reviewed is usually about 20 bucks. Somewhere around I'd say around 17 to 20 bucks. Then you got the single or the small batch, which is usually about at a Bottle Barn it's I think $24.99, and then the single barrel is only $5 more. So worth your money, worth your time. So let's open this up. It's got a cork for those who care about the cork. And this stuff, guys, not to be taken lightly. This is 100 proof. It doesn't say on the label here what the age statement is, but I've read that this stuff is at least 8 years old. Some sources say around 10 years old. So around 8, even if it's only 8, that's still good age on this one. The mash bill on this is pretty high in rye. And you guys know I love rye. in my bourbon. So mash bill, I believe, is 60% corn, 35% rye, and 5% malted barley. So we already know before we even take a taste of this that we're going to be dealing with a fairly spicy whiskey here. So let's take a look at the color here, guys. And it's not light, but it's not dark. I'd put it at I just call it a medium amber. But it's definitely got a thickness. It sticks to the glass really well. Watching it just kind of, it's got some good thickness to it. So let's take a nose. And on the nose, guys, sorry, I just had to take a second one. Third one. I love the nose on this. It's beautiful nose. Brown sugar. Brown sugar just sticks out to me right away. Definitely a fruity thing about it, guys. I get big time with this. I get cherry. I get a lot of cherry with this. I get some corn sweetness for sure. Some little bit of maple in there. Definitely some caramel. Definitely a little bit of oak on the nose there. And good little touch of vanilla as well. Let's take a taste, guys. And oh man, on the palate, it's got a lot of the same things you get on the nose. Got some good sweetness to it. Brown sugar again, burnt sugar, some corn sweetness, a little bit of corn sweetness, some maple definitely. It's got a lot of the same things, as I said, that it had on the nose, as far as vanilla and some oak. But guys, I mean, the nose doesn't do it justice. That's the only complaint I have about this whiskey. Is the nose is great, but it doesn't do it justice. There's so much sweetness and spice, guys. 35% rye in the mash bill. There's a ton of spice in this one, and it's not just rye spice that I'm getting. A lot of baking spice, cinnamon, clove. It's got so much going on for it. But just that mix of sweetness and spiciness, a bit of a floral thing going on as well. Funny. It's called Four Roses. Four Roses, the name. There are different stories how they came about that. One story says that the original founder's name, his last name was Rose, and he named it after himself, his brother, and their two sons. And then there's kind of a legendary story about a guy, what was his name? Paul, guy named Paul. And he was kind of seeking out a love interest. And this woman told him that, if, I guess he asked her to a dance or to marry him or something, guys. I mean, I'm already a terrible storyteller, so forgive me. But the girl's answer to him, I think he asked her to marry him. And her answer was that if she showed up to this ball that they were going to attend together, wearing 4 roses on her dress, that meant her answer was yes. And sure enough, she showed up, and he named a bourbon after her. So, whatever story you guys prefer is fine. But either way, Four Roses, on its own, just even the base stuff is good stuff. But this single barrel is delicious, guys. Definitely try it out. Yeah, more of that, just the mix of, as I said, the sweetness of like brown sugar, um, the fruitiness of like say cherry. It's funny, you get cherries, maybe some darker fruit, prunes and stuff like that, but you also get some lighter things as well, citrus wise, maybe a little lime in there. Um, it's got a lot going on, a lot of character in this one, guys, and that's why it's one of my favorites. And for $29.99, um, this is gonna be this. I'm gonna score this pretty well, just to tell you right now. Um, I would give this, if it was the normal $45 that I usually see, I would still give this about a 93 out of 100. Um, it's great whiskey, whatever the price may be, under $50, I should say. But with the price being what it is, $29.99, I'm gonna give this a 96 out of 100, guys, and that's one of my, if not my top mark I've ever given a whiskey on this channel. It's a great bourbon. One of my favorite whiskeys, one of my favorite single barrels. There's a lot of good single barrel whiskey out there, but this one, Jim Rutledge kind of passed the torch on to Brent Elliott, and it continues to be very, very good stuff. So, again, get out there, guys. Find Four Roses single barrel. Try it out, and hopefully you'll thank me later. That's it for this review, guys. My next one, I was on vacation, kind of a little weekend getaway with my wife and kids this past weekend, and we went to Mendocino here in California. It was Fort Bragg, actually. It's called Fort Bragg. It's just next to Mendocino. A lot of people might not know where that is, but it's great. It's a great town. You got the ocean out there and all that. But I found a whiskey. It's funny. I was in Fort Bragg and I found a whiskey that is from Portland, Oregon. And guys, I love reviewing all kinds of whiskey, but it doesn't always have to be a big name. And this one, to be honest with you, I hadn't heard of it. I've never been to Portland, Oregon, so I was not aware of this whiskey before, but found it, and I had to try it out, and it's good stuff. And I'm looking forward to talking about that next. I'm also planning on doing a very well-known blended Scotch whiskey in a couple of reviews from now. So a couple things coming up as far as that goes. I have quite the list of whiskeys that I need to look for, guys, that you've recommended, and I appreciate all the recommendations. And hopefully I'll be able to find some of these before too long, guys. It's just the search is the hardest part. So again, that's it for this one, guys. Look forward to talking to y'all soon, and hope you're all doing well. Until next time, cheers.